We're here at Live Golf UK at the JCB Golf and Country Club, and we're joined by Patrick Reed. Patrick, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
How are you looking forward to this week?
Oh, really looking forward to it. I'm playing last year for the first time here. Felt like I didn't really know the golf course very well. Didn't quite get a good feel for it, but being here now this year, kind of knowing what to expect. Game's in really good form, just kind of ready to go.
Yeah, you mentioned your game there. A disappointing week at the Open, but overall a really good season on Live and at the majors. How do you feel you're trending?
Yeah, no, the golf game feels solid. There at the Open, just kind of a couple mental errors throughout the first 2 days, and because of that, ended up only being 2 days. But no, the golf game feels good. Even there at the Open, the last 7 holes was 3 under par. I felt like we were figured some things out, was kind of getting going, and just hope to carry that form into this week, and also the form from the previous year.
Yeah, so it was a third place finish at the Masters, wasn't it? Did that feel like kind of almost proving to yourself that you could still do it at that level?
Well, I know since I've won there as well, I've already known that I can play that golf course and play at the highest level possible at all the majors and everything. It's just, to go out there and feel like you left a decent amount of shots out there and still have a chance to win that golf tournament, meant a lot. Meant the things that we've been working on all year have been the right things. That's the thing about golf. You just have to keep on kind of improving little by little each and every day. And, once the big tournaments come, hopefully you're ready to go and everything starts firing.
Yeah, and there were some great crowds here at the JCB Golf and Country Club last year. I know you're someone who rises to the crowds. How does it compare to some of the crowds in the US?
No, the crowds here are unbelievable, especially last year. Last year I played with Poulter.
Yeah.
So, you had the whole Ryder Cup vibes and the, Europe and USA kind of going back and forth. So, brought back all the old memories playing against them in the Ryder Cups. Definitely, had that awesome feel while we're out there playing around here.
Yeah. How much does the Ryder Cup kind of dominate conversations in the locker room with you guys? Because obviously you've got Sergio, you've got Poltz, a lot of the kind of American Ryder Cuppers from past years as well. How does that? Do you guys talk about that a lot?
Not really. We're out there grinding and focusing on each week. We all know as it gets closer to the Ryder Cup every year, that's when it'll start to bring it up a little bit. But we know that we have to focus on each and every tournament because, being out here on Live without being able to earn points, the only way you can kind of get out there is by really playing well out here. And with doing that, you have to focus on what you're doing that week. Because if you start looking ahead or looking behind it, you're not being present, you're not staying focused, and that's usually when mistakes happen.
And you are playing well out here. I don't know if you've been on the phone to Captain Bradley or if he's been on the phone to you. Is that something you still consider a possibility?
You never know. I've talked to him a little bit. I just know that the easiest way for me to be able to get on that team is to go out there and continue playing some good golf. If I continue to have opportunities late Sundays to win golf tournaments, that'll give me an opportunity to get on the team. But really, at this point, it's up to me going out and playing some really solid golf and hoping to get a captain's pick.
Do you think you would bring something kind of extra to the team in terms of personality? Because that Ryder Cup in New York is going to be so loud. And as Captain America, do you think there is a case for putting you on the team?
Oh, for sure. Being a guy who's actually won there at Bethpage, and also at the same time knowing how intense the crowds can be for both sides. They love winners. They love to get behind guys that are winning golf tournaments and guys that are leading. So, you have to have a certain type of personality, mental strength to go out there and compete. I feel like with what I've done through Ryder Cups and my record through there has been really solid. And because of that, I feel like I'd bring a lot of extra energy and also, passion that they like to see up there in Bethpage.
Bryson was saying something very similar at the Open last week. Obviously, someone who brings the noise for the fans here at Live Golf. What do you think he'll bring to a US Ryder Cup team?
He'll bring all he has. He'll be out there grinding, and there's no quit in Bryson, so that's something you always look for. And at the same time, he can make that golf course pretty short. And so, whether it's best ball or whether alternate shot, there's a lot of strengths and advantages for him being on the team. And, hopefully we can do our job, go out and, get ourselves in position to hopefully be picked and, be able to bring both of us over there to help us keep the cup.
And then just a quick word on Scotty Scheffler. He is the story at the moment. How impressive was what he did on the weekend? It just seemed inevitable, didn't it?
Yeah, it was some amazing golf. He was 2 groups ahead of me for the first 2 rounds, and I felt like our groups got kind of the worst side of the weather for the first 2 days, and for him to go out and basically just pick that place apart and really not really make many mistakes. Just played really boring but really consistent golf. And to be able to do that at an Open, especially when you're dealing with elements and things like that, it's impressive. It's impressive what he's done the past year and a half, almost 2 years. It's just kind of one of those things that he has full confidence in what he's doing in the game, and it shows. He's playing the best that I've seen really throughout my whole entire career.
And did you kind of relate to anything he said the week leading up to the Open about motivation and fulfillment? And as someone who's been at the top of the mountain, having won the Masters and stuff like that, how do you celebrate those victories and kind of get fulfilled by them?
Yeah, like when I won at Augusta, it didn't really sink in until about 7 or 8 days afterwards. And then it kind of sunk in, but by that point, I was already kind of back out grinding and getting ready for the next week. And I think that's the thing, like in golf, that's kind of what he was saying. You kind of have to have a short-term memory. You go out and whether you win or you play poorly, it doesn't matter. You have to kind of get your mind just to flip off and go to the next week and what you're trying to do and prepare. Because, if you try to stay too much on the celebratory side, then you're probably not putting it all on practice and everything. And then next week, the following week that you're playing is going to kind of probably be a lull. It's not going to be a great week. And if you dwell on a poor event, then that can carry on to the following week. So, we celebrate for a short period of time, but then it's back to work because, golf, it's not just as much physical. It's more mental, I feel like, at this level. Yeah. And so you have to know and have a clear head and clear mind going in. And like I said, you can't think about the past or the future. You just got to always stay present.
Yeah. And just the last one from me, it's not very often you get to speak to a Masters champion, someone with a green jacket. What is it like going to Augusta? As for someone who doesn't get to do that, just walking around with the privileges of a champion in your green jacket, what's that like?
It's unbelievable. My favorite memories at Augusta now are when I go in prior and go in when there's no one there. Everything's all set up, but there's no spectators. There's no one there. And so actually being able to see the grounds there and see it with just being golf is unbelievable. The property that place has is immaculate. It's the best golf course in place I've ever seen. And to be able to go back and have the traditions of that being the one major that it's always at the same place and never changes. It's one of those that you always go in, you know what to expect. You go out there and it's a true test on kind of who's going to win it that week. Frustrating place, I can tell you that. You have to think on every single shot. There's not even just a little wedge shot. You can hit a quality one, leave it in the wrong spot, and it's a quick bogey. And so you have to, you can't take anything for granted. You have to be fully focused 24/7. Because of that, it makes it such an amazing week.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Pat.